Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Well, today's video is a video what I've not really been looking forward to at all. I've had some bad things happen around here, and I wasn't looking forward for filming it, like. But it's 2 weeks have gone by, so I've had a chance to get used to the idea, and I've got to move on. What you find in the hobby is that you have lots of really good highs, but you also have some lows. And I think the thing to do is get over the lows, learn from your lows, get over the lows, look forward, move forward. Yeah, so like I said, it's been a bad couple of weeks, but yeah, I'm over it now. So you've got to show these things on your channel, because we all go through it, don't we? It happens, it's life. So I'm sat here with Morris. Well, he's gone behind my head now. Morris, come on, Morris. There he is. There he goes up. His colours are not showing on here, like. But yeah, Morris isn't normally in this tank, but I'll explain that one on a future video. Yeah, so what I'll do, we'll show you what happened, and yeah, that's what we'll do. So I'll show you what I woke up to one morning about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so this is what I walked into. To my horror, Stroppy laid on his side. And my heart jumped right up into my throat and then sank right down into my boots. And I thought, oh no, he's gone. He's definitely gone. He's dead. So we better get him out. Anyway, we'll have a chat. Yeah, so there we have my first disaster of the last fortnight. Poor old Stroppy's passed away. He's gone up to the big fish tank in the sky to swim around happily in his afterlife. Yeah, joking apart anyway. Yeah, these things happen, don't they? So I did get over that fairly quickly. Yeah, so he was 5 years old. I was quite expecting him to live quite a long time for a flower run. I know some high-grade flower runs don't have a very long lifespan, but Stroppy was quite a low-grade flower run. It took him about a week to deteriorate. He went off his food and just seemed to sulk. Yeah, sulk for about a week, and then, like I say, one day I got up, and there he was laid on the bottom. I didn't want to show too much of that footage because it's a bit morbid, and we don't want to see that, do we? Anyway, well, I'll show you. I cleaned his tank out, and I thought, right, I've got a spare tank now. So what I'll do, I'll pick my best carpenters from out in the fish room. I'll bring it up into the house, and I can interact more with him, feed him up more, fuss him more, and yeah, that's what my plan was. So I'll show you how that went with the carpenters. Big old Blue. Right, this is Bob. Big old Blue. This is my the largest of my Rio Hondo carpenters, and this is the fish I've chosen to take up into the house and give it the tank what Stroppy was in, the flower horn. There's the female. I've got another male to try, because these have never actually bred for me. I've got another male to try, which I don't think it's the male's fault. I think it's the female's fault. She's never ever dropped any spawn. Anyway, Bob, you're going up into the house. You're going to be like just a wet pet fish. So yeah, so I've prepped the tank. I've cleaned the filters out, and I've done a big water change. In fact, I've probably gone a bit too far with it. We'll explain about that a bit in a short while. So in the meantime, I've got to get the net in there. So I'll have to put you on pause. We'll get the net in there. I'll whip him out and stick a tape measure on him. Yeah, so this is a Rio Hondo Carpenters. The Carpenters doesn't grow quite as big as a true Texas. I would say the Carpenters max out around 10. I might be wrong, hopefully he'll get bigger, max out about 10. When the Significatatum, they'll max out at 12. And as you know, well aware, most of the ones in the hobby now are like hybrids, a bit like my devils. Mostly hybrids between Significatatum and Carpenters, but this one is a true Carpenters from Sixties of the Americas. And we'll whip it. I'm going to whip him out, and I'll stick a tape measure on him. I'm estimating him to be about 9 inches. So shut up waffling, Woods. Let's get this fish out, and get him into his new home. So there he is, I've got him out. So he's, oh, let's have a look. I don't want to stress him out too much, not him out of the water too long. Yeah, so it's a good 10 inches. It's definitely a 10-inch one. So he's looking absolutely stunning. Anyway, we better not leave him out of the water too long. We'll get him in his new tank. And we'll, when he's settled in, we'll do a short video with him. We'll have a little more chat about him. Anyway, Woods, get on with it, quick! Right, we've got him in a bucket and we're going to get him in the tank as quickly as possible. Just have a look at him in the bucket. Yeah, so that's him. He's a big old chunk. We'll get him in the tank and then we'll video him. We'll video him when he settles in. There we go. Nice and gently. Come on, Bob. Big old blue Bob. There he goes, look, he's a two-hander. Is he in focus? Yeah. There he is, he's a two-hander. In the tank. And we'll talk about him. We'll have a look at him when he's settled. We'll talk about him and we might change the substrate. We might even change the substrate over. I don't know what substrate is going to bring out his best coloration. Anyway, we'll let him settle and we'll get back to you. Right, that bit of footage was taken about a week and a half ago. So that was my intentions, is having the carpenters up in the house, and we'll have him as a wet pet. I'll be able to feed him up, pamper him, do more water changes, and really take good care of him. But I didn't film what went on next. The next day, I could not believe my eyes. Could not believe my eyes. When I got up, he was basically, he was dead, just like Stroppy, lay on his side, dead as a doornail. And just like that, I would never, ever, ever believe that. He was acclimated properly. And, well, it's the first time he's been moved for years and years, so all I can think of. So some fish do not move very well. And obviously, Bob was one of those fish. I've had it before in the past. Some fish you can move, and they're okay within a few days. Some take a few months. But this one just killed just like that, and I cannot believe it. So at this stage, I'm thinking, well, is there something wrong with the tank? Yeah, obviously, I checked all the water and everything. I did clean the filters and everything prior, so I'm thinking, like, I haven't knocked too much of the bacteria down. But no, I did add some sponge filters prior to it. Mature sponge filters from my fish room after I did clean the filter. So I'm thinking, what's going on here? Is it the tank? Is it the tank? I'm there pulling my hair out, what little bit of hair I have. So what I did, I've got a female Midas. Actually, it was Morris's ex-partner. I thought, what I'll do, I'll put that little female Midas in there. And just to check, basically, use her as a guinea pig. Is there anything wrong with the tank? Anyway, we'll go and have a look at the tank now. Right, this is the tank. Excuse the glare. Yeah, so this is the tank. I lost my carpenters and the flower horn. And this is a female Midas. And she's been here, oh, well over a week now. And she's still a bit shy, but she's dug all the substrate. She's chucking the substrate about, and she's eating nicely. And there's a sponge filter, a matured sponge filter from out my fish room. So there's nothing wrong with the tank. I've checked the water on a daily basis because I started getting paranoid. But there's nothing wrong with the tank. So God knows what went on there with Stroppy, and especially, I understand Stroppy. He was getting on a bit and he did go off his food and that, but that Carpenter's was in full health. And then I moved him and the next day he's dead. Unbelievable. So that just puts me off moving fish. Anyway, I'll show you the Rio Hondo Carpenter's brother. Yeah, so this is the female Carpenter's. There she's gone through, and now she's got a new male to hopefully they'll breed. Hopefully I'll get some more of these Carpenters, because these are the only two I've got left. So this is from the same batch as Bob. She's gone back through again. These are from the same batch, but he didn't grow quite as fast. But he's just as equally as nice fish nevertheless. So now I'm going to take great care of this one. God forbid I'd hate to lose this one. Look how blue he is. Look at the colours on this guy. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful. So I'm reluctant to move. If he puts a bit of size on it, I'm reluctant to move him. I think he can stop out here in the fish room. Anyway, I've just got one more fish. What I predict, it's not dead, not by far, but I predict which will be the next fish in my collection to pass away. Let's go and have a look at him, and I'll explain why I think he'll be the next one to go. Right, this is Crazy Joe, my Rio Mag Umbi, as my regulars will know. He's a 20-inch plus, and he's not in the best of health. Over this last year or so, his belly's gone right concaved, and he's turned into a very, very, very fatty eater. I've tried all the medications and that, soaking his food in different this, that and the other, but to no avail. None of it's working. So I believe he's on a slippery road downhill, but he's still loving life. Let's have a look over here. This is his female, and as you can see down there above those stones, there's a bunch of fry there. They're hiding, but he still breeds, and she's young, thick and chunky. She gets the lion's share of the food, and poor old Joe hardly gets a look in. So, you know, like, I think this fish is on his limited time. I mean, he might take a month or two. It might take another couple of years. But he hardly eats. But like I said, he breeds. Yeah, he breeds. So I don't know what I'll do when he goes. I've got other umbi. I don't know whether to grow them on and get another pair, or just try something different. Yeah, so Crazy Joe, come down here, mate. Come down here. Yeah, I think Crazy Joe is he's 10 years old. I forgot to say that, but he's 10 years old, which I don't think's old for a fish of this size. You know, I think big fish normally have quite a long life expectancy. I would have thought a fish like this should do 15. Well, he's 10. I've had him 10 years. So yeah, we'll see. He might go a long time yet, but he's not as in good health as what he was. But then again, he ain't going to be if he's getting old, is he? I mean, I'm nearly 60. I'm not as fit, as healthy as what I was when I was a young whippersnapper. Anyway, I just thought I'd put that one in there. I want to get all the doom and gloom out of the way in this video, and then we can move forward from videos looking forward, onwards. Anyway, about time I wrap this one up. Right, it's time to wrap this video up. We're sat in front of Mr. and Mrs. Wolfie. We can't miss them out, can we, like? I'm pleased to say there's nothing wrong with Wolfie. He's in top condition and in good health. So I've got this video out of the way now. I'm not really looking forward for doing this, like, but to be a, you know, YouTuber, you've got to show the good with the bad. So I've had a bit of a bad week. Yeah, we've lost the carpenters, we've lost Stroppy, the flower horn. And I think Crazy Joe's got his days numbered, like, but he'll live the rest of his life out with me. So anyway, thank you for watching. I can't say hope you've enjoyed, because it's not been a very enjoyable video. But hopefully, come on Wolfie, come up this way, come and say hello to everybody. Yeah, hopefully on my next one it won't be such doom and gloom. We'll try to upbeat again and do happy, positive things. Not gloom. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you to all my subscribers. Until next time, happy fish keeping to you all. Ta-ra!